What's up, guys? Excited to see everybody again. Not that I can see you, but you're here in my heart. So today I want to talk to you about mastermind groups because I've been part of one for, I want to say, like almost 2 months now, a month and a half. And the basic premise of the mastermind group that I'm in is it's for eBay sellers. So it's not for dropshippers. It's for people who sell on eBay, and I'm like the designated dropshipper of that group. And so this is an existing mastermind group that is hosted by Chris, who runs a YouTube channel called Daily Refinement, and it's about eBay. It used to be called 10K on the Bay. And so I'm going to be doing some kind of collab content with him, so you'll see him on my channel. I'm going to do an interview with him talking about mastermind groups. But before I do that video, I wanted to just do this video, kind of introducing to you guys, because I haven't talked about me being in a mastermind group before. I haven't shared so much of my experiences with that yet. So I want to give you kind of my understanding of, kind of from my point of view, how it's been for me being part of this mastermind group. So the way the group works is that all the members pay like $100 a month, right? And that sounds like a lot of money to me, a lot. And at first I was like, I felt a little bit judgmental about that. But now I understand that, like, in order to necessitate the quality of the mastermind group, to make sure that like people are active and involved and present and getting their money's worth, they have to commit something. So having that $100 is like a quality assurance that I now understand that, whereas before I was like, $100 to be part of a group seems absurd, seems silly. Granted, I'm not paying, so that's another YouTube perk, right? But that being said, it's really helped me a lot. This group meets once a week, every Friday, and we just talk. Chris like leads the sessions. And so there's between like 5 and 15 people in each meeting, depending on how many people can make it for that specific day, right? So one second, I gotta switch hands here. So the group needs like kind of direction, right? So Chris usually does that, and he does this by asking people what they're currently working on, how things have been going, that kind of thing. And it's amazing what this act alone does, from my point of view. Like, I now think I look forward to every Friday because I get to talk with the group, and I get to see how the others are doing, and I get to share what's been going on in my life. And it helps ground me because it kind of reconnects me with, I don't know how to explain it. It's just really like, I think about what I said and what I communicated to the group and what I said that I would work on, and that helps me hold myself accountable to the things that I communicated I was going to work on, right? Whereas if I just wasn't in the group at all, it would just be things that I said, and there's not that like accountability that gets added to it, right? And it's just been really cool learning all these little tricks and learning about software, but also being able to provide information to the others relevant to dropshipping and what's going on in the industry and that kind of thing. It's definitely a really fun experience for me because I feel like I benefit a lot, but I'm also able to contribute to the group, which is like cool. I definitely value that. But my point here is that, like, for you guys, I really encourage you to get involved in some kind of social group. Specifically a group that meets at a specific time online every week. There's something about this weekly meeting where you have to share what you're working on, what you're trying to do, and you remember what you said last week. And it helps you stay accountable and stay on a more direct path and be more efficient and more productive. And it also helps you build a network. It helps you stay motivated because there's other people involved, and humans in nature, we are social creatures. So like, if you think you have trouble with drop shipping, maybe you just need to have a couple friends who are also interested in drop shipping in the same way you are, so that you continue to learn, but you don't have to like force yourself to, because you're just like, you want to hang out with these people, you want to talk with them, you want to impress them, you know? So it adds this incentive that results in you trying more e-commerce stuff, becoming more talented, trying new things, being a little bit more adventurous, or being a little bit more productive, right? There's usually, for this specific group, there's usually like a kind of theme, like Chris reads a book about something, and there's a particular topic he really liked. So he wants to talk about that, and that's kind of a theme of the day, right? So that kind of thing happens. But you can do this with any group. You don't have to have a paid group. And that's what this video is really more about. It's just like, I'm starting to understand how beneficial the act of meeting once a week with other people about what you're interested in. Like, if you can get that to happen, that's gonna be really, really good for you. And again, you don't have to be part of a paid group. You don't even have to find an existing group. You just need to isolate 3 to 10 other individuals that are willing to commit to meet online at a certain time once a week. If you can do that, and honestly guys, I can help you guys set these up. I'm not gonna be part of it because I'm already doing this other thing, but if you guys wanna like set up a mastermind group, I'm down to, you know, stop by every now and then. But if there's like a handful of you that would be interested in that, that's definitely something I encourage you to do. I think it's something that's really, really, really beneficial. Simply because it's one of those things that you just kind of have to do once. Like, you just have to once set the meeting up, communicate with the people, and make it happen. And then once you've done that initial setup work, it's relatively simple to keep it going, right? And this is gonna bring more change and other things into your life. So I strongly encourage you to try and find some way of efficiently socializing your dropshipping pursuits or your eBay pursuits or whatever they are, because a lot of us spend way too much time on Facebook talking about this kind of stuff, when really, like, we should just make it efficient, right? We should be socializing in a way that increases our productivity, not just wastes hours of our distracted attention, okay? All right, guys, sorry about the lawnmower, I know it's loud. I'll see you next time, okay? Ciao.